live on YouTube. I don't see any TikToks to let me. Oh, there we go. 12, 13 seconds. All right. Have you ever looked at the spelling of words? How they with Harry Potter and all different type of things, they spell a word and it means something, and they spell it with the acronym, or they misspell the word and got all the letters in the word that they mean, but they spell different, pronounce it different. This is called spelling, spell casting. Christian, if you look at the way Christian is spelled, um, Christian. If you add a T to the IAN, it'll be anti. You move that around, and antichrist. Christian is Christ, N-I-N. Christ Ian is antichrist. And the Christians love uh, their favorite holiday is Christmas. Um, and they say Jesus, but it's really Santa Claus, Satan, who comes through the fire. And it's really saying Satan is taking over Jesus. That's what the Antichrist. He's the opposite of Jesus. So Santa is the opposite of Jesus, which is Satan. And the Christians are anti-Christ. So most Christians don't celebrate Christmas as a date of the birth of Christ. They celebrate it as a date to pass gifts around and thank Santa. Thank you, Santa, on the little Christmas cards and pictures of Santa and snowmen and all this cold, freezing cold, ice cold snow, which is hell. They say hell is like a fire, but it's freezing cold. I just wanted y'all to look at that. I don't know if people ever looked at that, but look at that shit, man. I'm just waking up from my nap, about to go cook me some dinner. Um, and I was just watching the Tribulation Force, Left Behind Tribulation Force, and I just thought I should give people to understand that, yeah, the the Antichrist is not some guy or a person. It's a theology. It's a theology that's anti-Christ, and the people that follow this theology is called Christian, and they don't know it because even in the Bible it says it will fool even the very elect. So you think you're doing something because you're a Christian, but everything you do and say is anti-Christ. If you really think about it, everything you look like. The people in church, I went to church today too, and the people don't look like Christ. They look opposite of Christ. They look anti-Christ. They don't smell like Christ, like myrrh or frankincense. They smell like something else. They smell like a Roman candle. They smell like the Romans would smell, the sweet aroma of the the Roman. They don't have that bitter myrrh, frankincense smell of Christ. So you have to have an awakening. You have to be aware that the Antichrist is in effect right now, and there's a person right now who's myself looking for the church without spot nor wrinkle right now that has the mark of God on my forehead, the mark of God on my right hand, meaning I do things and think of God all the time. Even when I'm gangbanging, I'm thinking of God. I always do things. My hair is the mark of God on my forehead, the mark of God across my forehead. You can see the mark of God. I got hair. I got hair. But it's really meaning the way I think, the way my body moves. I move like God. I think like God. I mark, I emulate, mark, copycat, um, the image of God. In my right hand, I do things that my corporation heaven, New Incorporated America. These are putting my right hand for God. So I mark God with my right hand and my forehead. So right now, you have the Antichrist, which is the Christians that has fooled even the very elect, which are Christians. And that's from Paul. Saul of Tarsus was the original Antichrist. So Saul of Tarsus started the Christian religion down in Rome, which, the Romans are with the blasphemy and all these different Greek gods and Apollos and Zeus and Osiris and all these people come out of Greece and Rome down there where the Caucasians had their theology. When Paul or Saul went down there, because the apostles up in Israel, in Africa, would not deal with Paul. They thought he was a killer and thought he was the enemy. So he had never got to work or speak with the apostles. They rejected him. So he had to go down to Rome. And when he went down to Rome, comes out the Roman Catholic Church, which is the Antichrist, which is Christianity. It's based out of the Roman Catholic Church, which is the Pope is the leader of this Antichrist movement. And I'm just putting it out there. The Jewish are the practitioners of the Judaism. The African Americans are actually the Judeans. They call themselves Jews, but they're Judean. So you have the Judeans and the people that worship the Judeans or practice what the Judeans used to preach are called not Judean but Jewish. And then you got the Christians that practice Christianity, and you have the Muslims that practice Islam. And you have all these religions, and they call themselves after what they practice, and they're all the separation of man and God, where you going to your legion. Your religion is your legion, your race. Your race is actually your religion. So what you practice in your race, that's what is called a legion. Your legion is your race. And when you re-legion, you go back to your race and you go back to your legion. You go back to what you were practicing in your legion. And you become a legionnaire of the legion or a racist of your race. Either way, it's the same thing. This is a message for the listener. If you have an ear, you can hear it. But if you don't, it's on God to give you ears to hear and eyes to see. My name is Mo Loco, and I wish y'all a good night. Peace.